AGOTIME BEH is a community in the Volta region. Here in the community is 27-year-old Vozbeth Azumah, Chief Executive Officer of West Africa Snail Masters. After graduating from the university, Vozbeth was reluctant to tell anyone, even his mother, on what he planned to do for a living. Vozbeth says his reluctance was because he knew his family would not buy into his idea of being a snail farmer.
Returning back to the community, even within my immediate family, was a mockery to them. But now, fighting this stigma, then the community have now appreciated the reason why I came back to the community. Previously, there's what we call the youth exodus to the cities searching for non-existing horticultural pastures. But now, since I returned to the community, you can see it's now rejuvenated the sense of hope that it's not a matter of going back to the city looking for jobs, but now creating the conditions for yourself within where you are located.
Snails are friendly to the environment, and their droppings are not offensive. This makes it easier for anyone to rear them on a piece of land in any neighborhood. Also, snails multiply really fast, laying up to 100 eggs at a go. Unlike many other livestock businesses, snail farming requires very little startup and operating costs. In terms of cost and time, snail farming is a low-risk business. Owing to the fact that snails are hermaphrodites, which means they have both male and female sexual organs, they get to mate easily throughout the year. This makes it a very viable business to venture into. Most of the snails supplied to Vozbeth are gathered from the bushes and forests around. It is the reason snail farming is a fast reproductive ability that makes these slow creatures a delight to an entrepreneur. Before getting into snail farming, the farmer must select an open piece of land where suitable plants are grown. This would help to feed the snails, and they will also use it for shelter. Vozbeth tells GH1 News basically, not all crops or plants provide a suitable shed for snails, reason why cocoyam is an ideal crop for snail farming. Through his snail farming, Vozbeth has been able to train the youth in his community. Manuela P. Bansa, currently the processing officer with West Africa Snail Masters.
I would advise any other individual to go into it. My advice is they shouldn't sit down saying there is no job. They should try and do something that out of school, when they are not in school, maybe during holidays, and then even within school sections, school is a section, they should try and do something.
This is a very important factor. The size of snails must be large and intimidating enough to command a premium price. The reason one must start his snail farm with the right species. 4 pieces of these ones, for instance, goes for 25 cedis. It is for this reason, Vozbeth says, snail farmers must ensure they apply proper breeding, stocking and feeding practices to achieve the huge size that will make them a highly demanded supplier. Unfortunately, Vozbeth says he cannot meet demand. He calls on the youths who are not only unemployed, but also have the passion for farming to turn their attention to snail farming.
My presence in the community has given the people hope, the youth hope, to stay behind to work. So establishing these companies here, it has created jobs for them, either indirectly or directly. I have employed about 4 people at site, and indirect people who supply us snails at the site are over 1,000 people, some from nearby communities, some from even other regions as well, supplying snails to us. My social interventions in this community is enormous.
It is no secret that many people find snails to be delicious as an appetizer or even as a main course. health benefits of snail meat are known very well. It is a very delicious delicacy and a highly popular dish of Ghanaian cuisine.